Hey everyone, Andy here from Imagine Academy. Today we're going to be unboxing the NextDent LCD1. First thing we're going to do is remove the box of accessories. We have our quick start guide, your material vat, and then in this kit we have your 2 power cables here, Ethernet cable, an extra hex drive, Wi-Fi adapter, and your additional LCD panel. You're going to want to place the box on the floor. Make sure while you're moving the box up and down, to and from transportation, that you do not tip the printer at all. We want to make sure it stays upright. We're going to remove the additional padding. And with 2 hands, we always recommend having some extra person spot you during this process, but you're going to use the handles in the box to lift the printer straight up and onto a flat surface. All right, once the printer is in position, let's go do a quick overview. Here we have the printer's lid that comes straight up. And when lifting it up, we want to just wait until we hear a nice soft click so that we know it's in position. This is your printer's build platform. To remove it, all we're going to do is unscrew it counterclockwise and lift it straight out. Moving down here, we have the printer's material vat. Your printer should come with 1 material vat installed and a second one in the accessories kit. It is locked into position using the vat lock here. To remove it, what we're going to do is just press these 2 tabs in the front of the printer. Once the lock is open, we're going to go ahead and just lift it straight up. There should be a magnet that holds the lock in place. From there, we're going to grab the 2 tabs of the material vat. Whenever we want to clean the vat or change the material, put a new vat in, we want to make sure it's completely out of the printer, and we're going to place it onto a clean, flat surface. Whenever taking the vats in and out, we want to make sure that the surface is especially clean because we do not want anything to puncture the film at the bottom of the vat. From there, on the inside of the printer, we have the printer's print screen here. We always want to make sure that we keep that clean using a microfiber cloth. And then finally at the bottom, we have the touchscreen. In the back of the printer, you're going to find the power switch and your power cable input. Moving on from there, you have your 2 USB ports, one for the wireless adapter if you choose to connect your printer to the Wi-Fi. We also have the Ethernet port if you wanted to connect your printer to a wired network, and then an extra USB port in case you wanted to transfer your files via USB. Now that we've gone over all of the components, let's go ahead and get the printer ready for its first print. The first thing we're going to do is plug in the power cable. The power cable is located in the back. We'll go ahead and start plugging that right in. From there, you can either plug in your Ethernet connection or plug in the wireless adapter for your Wi-Fi connection. Now that your printer is powered on and connected to your network, we want to make sure that you have the NextDent LCD1 software installed on your computer. From there, let's go ahead and get the printer ready for its first print. First thing we're going to do is lift the lid and install the material vat. Always handle the material vat with both hands, and it should sit firmly in place. It should not be able to slide back and forth even with the vat lock open. When locking the vat into place, make sure that you hear that click. And from there, we can install the build platform. To install the build platform here, unscrew the knob until it fits firmly into the arm, making sure that it does not twist in position. And we'll go ahead and we'll lock the build platform into place. When closing the lid, make sure that you press the lock before trying to close. So now that your printer is ready to go, we always want to make sure that you add the proper amount of material into the material vat before starting any print. From there, we want to make sure that the resin that you've added into the material vat has been properly mixed, either in the bottle or gently mixed in the material vat itself. After that's been confirmed, we can start setting up your STLs. Once the STLs have been imported into the LCD1 software, all we're going to do is just go ahead and select the models that we want to support. Typically, we just add a auto structure support to our models. When that's ready to go, we can go ahead and save to slice. In this menu here, what we're going to do is choose the resolution in which our models will be printing, which also affects your print time. In this case, we're going to be selecting the fast option, which will print both quadrants in about an hour. At that point, we'll save and slice, and we can then add that directly to queue and print directly from your printer. So once your files have been added to the queue, we're ready to start printing. Again, we want to make sure that the material has been properly mixed, the build platform is completely clean, and there's no extra buildup or residue inside the material vat. Once all that's confirmed, we can click print on the screen. When your prints have finished up, we'll go ahead and get ready for post-processing. Whenever working with uncured materials, it's always important to wear gloves. Let's go ahead and check our prints. And from here, what we're going to do is just unscrew our build platform. So we'll place our print platform on our tray, close the lid. So the first thing we're going to do is remove our prints from the platform. For this, we recommend using a scraper. So once your models are off of the build platform, what we're going to do is place them in our alcohol baths. With the NextDent washing unit, you have a setup for one clean bath and one dirty bath. So the first thing we're going to do is put our newly printed models into the dirty bath. And we'll run that for about 10 minutes. Once the models are done in the initial dirty bath, we'll take them out. At this point, we found that since the majority of the excess material has been removed in the dirty bath, it's a little bit easier to remove the supports. You can remove the majority of the supports by hand, but we found if you have a set of pliers or tweezers, that also helps in removing the supports. Once the supports are off your models, let's go ahead and place it in the second clean bath. So once your models are done with the second ultrasonic bath, we'll go ahead and we'll remove that. And it's important to note that before you place your models into the light cure box, that they are completely dry. You can let them air dry, or what we prefer is to use compressed air and gently dry them. Once your prints are completely dry, make sure to check the material safety data sheet for that specific material to make sure that you're curing the prints for the appropriate amount of time. For these specific models, we're going to cure them in the NextDent cure box for 10 minutes. While your prints are in the light cure box, go ahead and confirm that your print was printed out successfully on the printer and start cleaning up the workstation. We're going to wipe down our spatulas or tweezers, the build platform with the alcohol, and if you need to clean the screen on the printer, we want to make sure that we use a microfiber cloth and glass cleaner. Once your prints have been fully cured, we can go ahead and remove them from the cure box. They are safe to the touch, and you'll be all set. Your print platform is nice and clean. We'll go ahead and put that back into the printer. Your printer is ready to go for the next job. If you guys have any questions or concerns, reach out to us at Imagine USA. Thanks.